Hi there, I'm Logan Medish, and this is High Caliber History. Today I'm at Milestone Auctions in Willoughby, Ohio, taking a look at some of the firearms coming up in their premiere sale on October 29th and 30th. And the firearm that I have in front of me here is a very rare single action army, and very rare for a couple of reasons. The first reason is that the gun is serial number 91. Yes, 91. So this gun is obviously in the first 100 of the single action armies to ever have been produced, which that in its own right makes it a very rare gun. It has a factory letter from 1985 noting that the gun was shipped to J.P. Moores & Sons in New York, New York on May 30th, 1874. And it was part of a 15-gun shipment. And so that in and of itself makes this a rare firearm. But we take it a step further. The rear sight on this gun is what's known as a pinch frame, because the channel that you have in the top of the frame has a little pinch point that has come together that creates the rear sight on this firearm. And a pinch frame single action army is regarded among many Colt collectors as one of the holy grails to have in a single action army collection, because there's such a finite number of them that were made. You know, it was only within the first 100 or so guns that had a pinch frame for the rear sight. And, you know, of that number, far fewer than that still survive to this day. So to be able to find a pinch frame single action army is a rarity. But this gun is even cooler because it won a medal. Now that may sound a little silly, but this is where I'll delve into a little bit of personal pride. This gun won a medal in 1989. It won NRA Gun Collector, one of the 10 Best Arms medals. In 1989, it won medal number 286. And why is that special to me personally? Well, because in a former life, I managed the NRA Gun Collector Committee and the program there, which involved overseeing and distributing the silver medals that individual guns had won. And so while I was not at the NRA in 1989 when this gun won its medal, it is still part of that program that I was very much involved with and deeply a part of. So the gun kind of holds a special place in my heart. So that is something that is recorded in perpetuity in the logs there at the museum, that this gun won medal number 286 at the annual meetings in 1989. The gun itself is a beautiful firearm. It's got the single line address on the top of the barrel, which is something that was only used for a short time until the die was damaged and it had to be replaced with a different format. It's got a beautiful silver front sight, and just overall, the firearm itself is a real gem. And for someone to be able to add a pinch frame to their collection is definitely a point of pride for most Colt collectors. So someone's going to be very happy when this crosses the block. Well, thanks for tuning into this episode of High Caliber History, and thanks to Milestone Auctions for letting me take a look at some of the fantastic pieces that they've got. Hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you right here on the next episode.